On a warm evening in the year 1325, a young man stood on the cliffs of Tangier, gazing at the endless horizon. His heart pounded, not with fear, but with excitement. The world was calling him, and he was ready to answer. His name was Ibn Battuta, a scholar, a dreamer. But soon, he would become something far greater, a traveler unlike any before him. Ibn Battuta, whispering to himself, "The road ahead is long, but my journey begins now." Days turned into weeks as Ibn Battuta traveled with a caravan of pilgrims across the vast Sahara. The desert was beautiful, but merciless. The heat was unbearable, and water was more precious than gold. But danger lurked in the sands. Shadows moved swiftly against the golden dunes. Bandits! Panic spread like wildfire. Ibn Battuta's heart raced. He had never seen real danger before. The bandits were ruthless, their eyes hungry for gold and blood. A man beside him shouts, "Run if you value your life." But Ibn Battuta knew that running was not an option. Instead, he hid among the camels, crouching low, his breath shallow. He watched as the older travelers, those who had seen such dangers before, threw their valuables onto the sand, distracting the bandits long enough for the others to escape. After a tense moment, the bandits grab the gold and disappear into the desert. The caravan regroups, shaken but alive. That day, Ibn Battuta learned a crucial lesson. Sometimes survival isn't about fighting. It's about knowing when to stay unseen. Years passed, and Ibn Battuta's journey led him to India, where fate placed him in the court of Sultan Muhammad bin Tughlaq, a ruler known for his brilliance and his cruelty. The Sultan sits on a golden throne, his piercing eyes scanning Ibn Battuta. "Sultan," sternly, "a man who has seen the world should know justice. I appoint you as my judge." A moment of silence. Ibn Battuta bows respectfully, but inside his thoughts race. It was an honor, but also a dangerous game. The Sultan was unpredictable. One wrong word, one wrong judgment, and even the most powerful could disappear overnight. Ibn Battuta knew that power was a double-edged sword, and in this court, even the sharpest minds could be cut down. After years in India, Ibn Battuta set sail for China. The journey was long, but nothing could have prepared him for the fury of the ocean. Then, disaster struck. A monstrous wave rose like a mountain and came crashing down. The ship tilts violently. Ibn Battuta is thrown overboard. For a moment, all is silent except for the muffled sounds of the deep. The sea swallowed him whole. Cold, darkness, silence. But a traveler does not give up so easily. Through sheer will, he fights against the waves, struggling towards a floating piece of wreckage. After hours of drifting, he washes ashore, coughing, exhausted, but alive. He had lost everything, his gold, his books, his companions. But as long as he had breath in his lungs, his journey was not over. His travels took him to Mali, where he met the legendary king Mansa Musa, the richest man in history. Ibn Battuta watches in awe as golden caravans pass by, carrying treasures beyond imagination. But what astonished Ibn Battuta was not the gold, but the knowledge. Libraries filled with books, scholars discussing philosophy under the shade of great trees. Ibn Battuta, smiling. Wealth fades, but wisdom lasts forever. After 30 years of travel, Ibn Battuta returned home. But his story was far from over. He picked up his pen and began to write. His book became a treasure for generations, a window into a world long gone, yet still alive in his words. What do we learn from Ibn Battuta? Travel teaches more than books ever can. Courage and patience open doors to the unknown. The world is vast, and wisdom is found in every corner of it. From the deserts of Africa to the palaces of India, from the markets of Mali to the stormy seas, his journey was one of a kind, and his story will live on forever.